NYPD. So that's pretty serious stuff. And he lives on Long Island, and he's performed all around. He's super funny. You're gonna love this guy. Let's give it up for Frank Failla.
Thank you. And for Ryan, keep it going, keep it going. Oh, surfing. Anyway, thank you all for your service. I appreciate it very much. And I also thank you all for having me here. Joey, thank you for inviting me. And it's my pleasure to be here for you guys and gals. I am Frank Failla, retired NYPD Sergeant. And I can tell you with confidence that when I worked, every night the people of New York City felt safe, knowing that I was on the day shift. I still remember my first call as a rookie cop. I get the call, it's for people loitering on the corner. So I go marching up there and I said, folks, you gotta get off the corner. And they won't move. I said, you have to leave. And they're not moving. With that, the patrol car pulls up. A salty old cop comes marching up to me. He says, you having a problem here, kid? I said, yeah, I can't get these people off the corner. He said, because it's a bus stop. One of the best days of my career was when I got to deliver a baby, and I remember this very clearly. I get to the house, and this woman is screaming, the baby's coming, the baby's coming. And I looked, and the baby was coming. But it was breech. So I stick my hands in there, and she's pushing, and I'm pulling and twisting, and baby comes out, ambulance comes, we send her off to the hospital. About 2 weeks later, she walks into the precinct. I go over to her and I said, are you here to thank me? She said, no, I found your watch. So I am married, I have 2 children, and if you want to punish your children or grandchildren, the best way to punish them is not to take away their iPad. You take away the charger. That's right. And then you watch the blood drain from their faces as they're trying to conserve the battery. And you should see the look on my wife's face when I take away her batteries. So my daughter, as I said, we have 2 children. My daughter is 10. And the other day she said to me, Dad, instead of going with you, can I just stay home and rent a movie? I said, absolutely. So I was out for a few hours, I come back, I said, what did you rent? She said, Daddy, I rented 50 Shades of Grey. She said, but don't worry, I didn't like it. The book was so much better. I have a 16-year-old son, and he's a good kid. Just every once in a while, I gotta borrow some money from him. Yeah. And I think I've raised him to be a loan shark because he hounds me to pay him back. And last week I borrowed some money from him, and I haven't paid him back yet, and I think he's sending me a message because this morning when I woke up, in the bed next to me was the head of my favorite golf club. So now that I've retired, I've become a real estate agent, and this is a good job. And my manager, she said to me, you know, when you have an aha moment, I want to know about it. It's a great company, but she wanted to know about my aha moment. So I go running into her office last week, and I said, Linda, I got it. She said, what? I said, I just found out my computer can be used for more than just Facebook, email, and porn. She says, yes, real estate. I said, no, online gambling. And I'm not very good with technology, so I was uploading all my listings, and I accidentally linked them to a porn site. Everybody loves my virtual tours. My wife and I have just celebrated 10 happy years. Oh, thank you, thank you. We've been married for 20. But she is here tonight, and I appreciate her support. It's so good to see her laughing outside the bedroom. We just bought a new bed. $7,000 for a Sleep Number bed, and I still can't get a 69. This morning she wasn't feeling well, so I said, you know, honey, sex is the best medicine. She said, you are absolutely right. Problem is, I need long-lasting and you're fast-acting. And she might be right, because now that I'm getting older, I find my body just isn't the same as it used to be. I need some help from the little blue pills. I'll leave. She and I went to a wedding. recently, and she said to me, "Oh, look, there's my gynecologist." What do I know? I go over, I tap him on the shoulder. I said, "How you doing, sir? I understand you've also seen my wife's vagina? You're her doctor?" He looks at me, he says, "I have, but you know I'm your mailman." Actually, I met my wife when I was a police officer. She was working the corner. Well, she was selling pretzels, but nonetheless, it was still on the corner. My family, you're familiar with the escape game? Do you guys have that here in Jersey? Okay, it's everyone thinks it's something new, and I gotta be honest with you, I've been playing that game for the last 20 years, every time my wife tells me my in-laws are coming over. However, recently my family wanted to play it, and it's very expensive. It's like $40 a head, so I decided that I would compromise. So I waited till the middle of the night, and I watched them scramble to get out of the house when I yelled fire. That's a new one we're working on. We got to tweak it a little bit. Oh, well, anyway. My son, as I told you, was 16. I think I told you he was 16. And he had to see the sex ed film the other day at school. So I said to him, I go, "Nick, what do you think of that film?" He said, "It was all right, but not as good as your virtual tours." One of my, I have a few pet peeves. I'm quirky, no different than anyone else, but one of my pet peeves is when people clap when a plane lands. It's supposed to land, it's not a magic trick. Or when people clap at the end of a movie, it doesn't make any sense. My wife claps every time I leave the house. And I really hate it when she claps after sex, because I can hear her when I'm downstairs watching television. One time she clapped for me after sex. Well, I don't know if she was clapping or because I was finished or if I did a good job. I thought I was getting a standing ovation though. It turns out she just got up and walked out. So, one time she was clapping really hard. It turned out she's just trying to turn the lights on. So everybody having a good time? Good. This is a good-looking crowd. Well, not so much you, sir, but the rest of you. That's what you get for sitting in the front. Anyway. One time as a real estate agent, it was very embarrassing. I brought the people to the wrong house. Yeah. Turned out it was a crack house. But it worked out because they bought the house and the business. Yeah, now they have a penthouse in Manhattan. So my wife is very security conscious. I wanted to have sex, and she said, "Whoa, what is your user ID?" I said, "I don't know, Big Frank." She said, "I'm sorry, I know the user already has that name." Then she asked me for my password, so I said, "My penis?" Yeah, she said, see, I forgot what she said. She said, "I'm sorry, that password isn't long enough." But my wife actually, she is, as much as I rip on her, she's a very good person. The other day I came home, she had another man's penis in her hand. I said, "What is going on?" She said, "It's not what you think. I'm just holding it for a friend." You think she was lying? I don't know. Anyway, she is a court reporter, and she runs our bedroom like it's a courtroom. Whenever we're going to have sex, she tells me, "All rise." Enter Exhibit A into evidence. When she's finished, she tells me court is adjourned. So I decided I was going to initiate sex. So I stood at the end of the bed naked. That's right, ladies, take it in. And I said, "Honey, court is in session. I'm going to enter into evidence exhibits D-I-C-K." She sits up, she looks at me, and she says, "You know I don't work small claims court." That's my time, folks. Thank you so much. I'm Frank Failla.
All right, let's give it up for Frank Failla. Keep it going. All right. I like that.